forced to divert to alternative routes, while an Audi salon car that ran into the incident was set ablaze. Some residents expressed concern over the security threat created by the protesters who belong to a faction of the APC. They called on concerned authorities to intervene before it gets out of hand.
Is that not what the youth normally do when they don't collect from the different parties? So to me it's not news because they are always doing it.
It's hold up that the challenge I'm going through. Hold up. I don't know. I just came out and I'm seeing this. I don't know.
At the time of this report, business activities along Airport Road, especially close to the Benin Airport, were shut down while security personnel protected the airport to forestall breakdown on law and order. Thomas Sado reporting.
That report was by Thomas Sado and not Aigboji Ihoria. In a related development, the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has ordered the suspension of the All Progressives Congress mega rally to welcome some former PDP members that recently defected to the APC in Edo State. In a letter addressed to the Edo State Deputy Governor, Comrade Philip Shaibu, by Principal Staff Officer to Inspector General of Police, ACP Idowu Onwa, the IG has given the State Commissioner of Police stop the rally for fear of break of law and order. The letter says, in cognizance of the security consequences of the proposed mega rally, the Inspector General of Police has directed the Commissioner of Police, Edo State Command, to place appropriate security framework that is directed at suspending the rally until further notice. It adds that the Police Commissioner has also been directed to summon a meeting of all parties involved in the political development with a view to engaging them towards giving effect to his directives in overriding internal security interests.
Chairman of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State, Chief Dan Obi, says the party will never again give its ticket to any individual who will use such position to negotiate their way into other political parties without recourse to those who gave them the platform. Chief Obi stated this during an enlarged meeting of PDP leaders from Edo State, hosted by the state leader of the party and former two-term governor of the state, Chief Lucky Nosahai Igbinedion. Best Mbiri has details.
The enlarged meeting of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State, which held at the residence of the party leader and former two-term governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Nosahai Igbinedion, attracted the who is who in the party at the state level. Addressing the gathering, Edo State chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Dan Obi, said party faithfuls should not lose sleep over the decision of some persons to leave the party. He said the party will not in the future hand its structure or give special privileges to those who cannot be trusted and who are only interested in leaving the party out of selfish interest.
This party is not the personal property of any person. We got the best out of our party from the time we are in government to the time we are out of government. And the only way to appreciate the party is to give the impression that we didn't know what we are doing. But thank God, as they leave and move from the party they now want to belong to, they are also taking crisis and confusion to that country. Let us, for once, take a position that the PDP platform is not a platform people use to contest positions and use as a negotiating tool to resist the party.
Leaders of PDP in Edo South, Barrister Oni Edigin, State Woman Leader Dickiness Egetes Sorai, Chief Tom Ikimi, and Senator Odion Gbesia from Edo Central Senatorial District, as well as Senator Victor Kasim Oyoefo and Senator Yisa Brahima from Edo North Senatorial District, who spoke on some salient issues, encouraged all to concern themselves with restructuring the party.
He said, your tactic is in the problem
Our leaders in Edo South, they are working tirelessly to see that everything works out best and well for Edo people.
not suspended from the party. There are some people in the platform. If I took that very seriously, I would just try to away from this place. All I will say to you, even if it's only one person that leaves your party, it's a strong problem. As they are going, they don't depart. Some of them will come back through the same door. This is not your doing. So don't harass yourself and trouble your mind for comparison and be listening.
We are still maintaining what we call a status quo in my local government. And we have been in the last 1 week restructuring, reorganizing, and reconciling.
In an interview, some National Assembly members and other leaders said the PDP structure is still intact and are hoping for peaceful congresses slated for January and February 2020.
In spite of all that is happening just now, it's apparent that we are firm, focused, and we will be able to scale through.
It's good for the party to know that we are still very strong and all the leaders are still very strong together.
It's better to go ahead with a house that is fully together and people that are really and sincerely with the party.
We are here to reassure our people that there's no trouble at PDP. Shows that PDP is still together and is to reinforce the bond among the PDP people.
And as people are moving out of the party, a lot of more people are moving into the party.
Having our Congress starting from early next year, we have come to reassess ourselves to plan for it.
Our parties are much more united. And we should not allow the defection of some persons to trouble us at all. Take home is that it's becoming very obvious that all Edo people in PDP are coming together.
Other issues discussed at the meeting include the amount approved by the National Working Committee of PDP for the sales of forms for the congresses and why the national leadership should reconsider the fees. The host and leader of the PDP in Edo State, Chief Lucky Nusaha Igbinedion, who paid rapt attention while the deliberation lasted, was obviously impressed with the suggestions and contributions of those in attendance. Best Mbiere reporting.
You're watching Independent Television News. Up ahead, court jails 2 INEC staff 42 years over electoral fraud. Details of this and more when we come back.
Breakfast your day, every day.
Nestle, good food, good life.
Ikwanyeme ukporegba nobama ewa enogiva no gidi gan uku akpolopolo oba kewedo ya dugigwe manotu PDP People's Democratic Party abore noge ununozedo Edo South gogo no bama gogo nedo ya uge okurukuru ugigwe kevitami hia nilele ogupona magogo ekmenede oba no wodo agbiapamuna oba no zeredo wonyi wu otagbon oba ni kejorisa nemuge ya pegbe agbe yare wede nori oba wese baba nuna yedo kin agbogbon udiarupona ne ogboriwe diaru eriegama ugari gama iselogbe ekpenu wa oba atope ise
otu PDP ununozedo Edo South oge otu igwena giomonoba kiwedohia.
Special invitation. The Divine Chapel of Praise and Worship, House of Praise, invites the general public to the inaugural service and opening of the Divine Chapel of Praise and Worship Center with the theme, Great is Our God. Ministry in these programs are Evangelist Dr. Margaret Agbonifo, Vision Bearer of Family Intercessory Ministries, Benin City, Pastor Tunde Oboha, Zone and Pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, the Ambassadors, Johannesburg, South Africa, Apostle Peter Elumeze, the founder of Activation Church, Lagos. Dates, Sundays 15th December 2019. Time 10 a.m. Venue 1 Ken Ayere Street of Mwebe Community, Yekoba, Benin City. Music ministrations will be supplied by the Christ Apostolic Church of God Mission, Ebotubu branch. You can also worship with us on Sundays 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Midweek services every Wednesdays 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. For inquiries, bookings and transportation, contact Pastor Mike Ijoko on 090-565-58146. Come and be blessed. Jesus is Lord.
Time we love and the man for the people. Pastor Saige, Isayamu. Accessible Saige, Isayamu. Experience the Saige, Isayamu.
It is homecoming for the #1 tactician, a political mastermind of Edo State, a man with uncommon passion for good governance, an intellectually sagacious politician with great ambition of service to the people at the grassroots. Come, join the man with tremendous goodwill across party lines in Edo State and beyond, Pastor Usagi Izeyamu, as he and his associates and supporters return to the All Progressives Congress, APC. Date, Friday 13th December 2019. Venue, Playground of Garrick Memorial School, Ekenwan Road, Benin City. Time, 10 a.m. Be part of the APC, because with POI, the future is now. APC, next level. Signed, Local Planning Committee.
We appreciate you staying with us on the main news here on ITV. The Montessori Primary School arm of Benin Education Center today held its 2019 Christmas Nativity service as part of their end of year activities. Sharon Ajayi reports that the pupils thrilled parents and guests with colorful presentations.
Presentation by Primary 1 pupils set the stage for Christmas Nativity service. The pupils showcased the prophecies of Jesus Christ and the scriptures through drama and songs. Primary 5 pupils of Benin Education Center Montessori Primary also thrilled the guests through drama presentation of the announcement of the birth of Jesus Christ. Jesus is the King,
do not be afraid, Zachariah, for your prayers have been heard, and your wife Elizabeth shall bear you a son, and shall call his name John.
The visit of the wise men to Mary, the mother of Jesus, was dramatized by Primary 2 pupils of the school, while Primary 3 pupils gave an insight into the birth of Jesus Christ through drama presentation and musical display. A drama titled The Flight, depicting how King Herod in the Bible directed the soldiers to go after all male children from 3 years and below, was also presented by Primary 4 pupils.
And his neighborhood and kill all the male children.
Highlight of the event was the arrival of Santa Claus, who shared several gifts to those present at the event. In his speech, the principal of Benin Education Center Montessori Arm, Sir Henry Ohiokwalbo, said Jesus is the reason for the season and appreciated parents for their continuous support. He promised that the school will continue to uphold the high educational standard it is known for.
We end the term and the year with presentations. Because this season, the reason for this season is Christmas. And Christmas is that Christ Mass. And that is why we are here today. I want to thank all our parents for your support every year, and we seek for more.
Some parents comment on the event.
The teachers too, they really took their time to train them and to teach them, and they gave us a wonderful presentation.
It was a great success.
The children was well prepared, and the teachers too. Kudos to them for the job well done.
Perfect. They have done well. They have done well.
Sharon and Jai reporting.
The University of Benin has held its 2019 Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols. Pius Nsogo reports that Akindeko Auditorium of the university was packed full with students, staff, and principal officers of the institution for the event.
It was a delightful moment for members of the University of Benin community as they enjoyed the rendition of melodious carols. In a sermon, Venerable Dio Egbenusi said Christmas provides a unique opportunity for the expression of love to one another. He said God demonstrated his love to mankind through his son Jesus Christ.
The Bible says that when Jesus was born, angels came and appeared to the shepherd who were watching over the flock by night and said, "Don't be afraid, I bring you good news. I bring you good tidings." And what was the good news? He said the Messiah has been born.
The first lesson, titled The Fall of Man, taken from the book of Genesis chapter 3, verse 1 to 7, was read by the Vice Chancellor of the University of Benin, Professor Lilian Salami. In her Christmas message, Professor Salami said she was confident that the new year will be better as she is set to ensure that the university regains its lost glory.
It is time to marry, but remember that you must do that with the fear of God in all that you do. And then so we hope that 2020 will usher a better year for us, especially here in Uniben, so that at least we can move the university forward to where it ought to be.
Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Ayo Omoroyi, read the second lesson. Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic, Professor M. Azike, took the third lesson. DVC Ekewan Campus, Professor Abulagba, read the fourth lesson, while the Registrar, Mrs. O.A. Oshodi, read the fifth lesson.
According to thy word, for my eyes have seen thy salvation, which thou hast prepared before the face of all people.
From Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David.
The sixth lesson was read by the bossa, Dr. Victor Imagbe. The university librarian, El Obasoyi, took the seventh lesson, while 8th and 9th lesson were taken by Dean of Students, Professor Agboro, and Reverend Father Andrew Obiyan. High point was cutting of the Christmas carol cake. Pius Nsogo, reporting.
Ahead of his ambition to aspire for higher political office in Edo State, the member representing Oedo Federal Constituency, Dr. Omoegi Ogbede Ihama, has commenced a familiarization visit to the 18 local government areas in Edo State. Western Bureau reports that the federal lawmaker and his team visited Owan East local government area. You details of that report later.
The Association of Resident Doctors UBTH branch has held its 2019 annual general meeting and scientific conference with the theme Health What Requirements for Universal Health Coverage and Sustainable Development Goals. Ameze Obaisiabo reports that the event was quite successful.
Resident doctors, medical students, and other medical workers converged in Doctor's House at Ugbawa, Benin City to chart the course for the new year as an association through various lectures delivered by the keynote speaker and Dean, School of Medicine, Igbinajan University Okada, Professor Dominic Osagai, and some guest lecturers who include Professor Kingsley Ahigbe and Professor Chibundu Ohanaka.
When you fail to plan for your health, you will save money ahead, you chop all the money. You will not even see the money to invest in anything. In some countries where they don't have social protection policy like the health insurance scheme,
we discovered that right here in the UBTH, the salary of the senior registrar, take-home pay of the registrar, is more than the salary of a professor.
A number of risk factors
that are related to the occupation, the organizational setup where the individuals work, and the individuals themselves appear to increase the risk of mental health problems in doctors. And the most common causes are the high perceived workload.
Chairman on the occasion and Dean, School of Medicine, University of Benin, Professor Wilson Sadu, described the theme for this year's ARD Annual General Meeting as apt.
Your theme this year is very apt, especially at a time like this, when we are so aware of our colleagues who have either left us or are about to leave us.
Some members of the association, including the president, Dr. Efeomo Esegbe, said the annual general meeting is an opportunity to examine salient solutions to issues affecting residency in the country.
To achieve universal health coverage, you need a skilled and sufficient healthcare workforce. And of late, we noticed that there's been massive brain drain away from the country.
We have come together to unwind, and while doing that, look at what we've done in the outgoing year and see how we can get better service delivery to our patients in the coming year.
The 2019 Association of Resident Doctors Annual General Meeting had in attendance the representative of Edo State NMA Chairman, who is the Deputy Chairman, Dr. Harrison Omohwa, and other dignitaries. Ameze Obai Siagbon reporting.
Court jails 2 INEC staff 40 years over electoral fraud. We have that story and more for you right after the break. Don't go away.
It's here, Food Festival and Expo 2019. It's brand new. Here is an opportunity to be a part of the 11 Days of Wolf Encounter at Edo Food Festival 2019. It is bigger and better. Are you a businessman, woman, student, or lover of good food and food items? Come take advantage and encounter free feeding of 1,000 persons when you buy a bottle of water at 100 Naira only on the first day of the event. A stand is for 30,000 Naira at 3,000 Naira per day. Minimum 3 days. Come and buy items for as low as 500 Naira. Attractions are coupons, raffle draw, eating competition, Father Christmas Grotto, and lots more from Friday the 13th to Tuesday 24th December 2019 at Imagwero Secondary School Compound, Benin City. Time 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. For more inquiries, sponsorship, and how to book a stand, please call 0818-777-8974. Encounter Edo Festival and Expo 2019. 11 months of loyalty rewarded with 11 days of gratitude.
Now what are you doing? Emeka, drive the limousine Bugatti, come inside now. Waiting glow 200 Naira recharge card to do for me.
200 Naira. Just recharge 200 Naira for 1 day and you say fit follow win for the hundreds and hundreds of heavy prizes like a can of pepper, industrial sewing machine, grinding machine, and generator. Glow, my own done better.
My grinder will go win. Now here I go put up. Make help. Hey, make una no go recharge you na Glow. I don't win generator. And here, now myself. Oh.
The more you recharge, the more your chance the better.
Glow Unlimited.
Mesh?
What happened? You want me?
We are sorry, madam.
Mesh Ashobi. I think say this place now for only big people like us. Madam, when you want jam me. No be alone and no better place. We self still no good place.
Mesh Ashobi Palace now for everybody.
Oh yes, so now Mesh Ashobi Palace for Market Square Compound, Saple Road for Benin. Everybody they go now. Both rich and people will get chinkele money. Man and woman to buy different kind of quality and original cloth, bag, shoe, and many other better things. Where person fit to wear and use to shine for party. Make una we like better things. Rush go Mesh Ashobi Palace for that original French lace, Swiss lace, brocade, organza, dry lace of different design and color, plus America diamond set and shoes. How many you go fit lick for bag of salt now? Cloth many for Mesh Ashobi Palace. Mesh Ashobi Palace, there for shop 3 Market Square Compound, Saple Road, Benin City. Mesh Ashobi Palace.
Introducing Kada Catering Service, a division of Kada Cinemas and Entertainment Center, providing you quality, delicious and tasty meals produced in a most hygienic environment. What is that occasion or event? Birthday party, housewarming, annual general meeting, burial ceremony? Kada Catering Services has got your back for local, continental and Chinese cuisines for that occasion. Save yourself the stress and make your event unique, classy and outstanding with our top-of-the-range event management services. For all your bookings, visit us at Kada Cinemas and Entertainment Center, Sapele Road, Benin City, or call us on 0807 350 6900. Kada Catering Services, indoor and outdoor premier catering for all times.
Next time you visit the ancient city of Benin, two things will excite you: the warmth and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other, located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city, truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen, 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath, enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill Restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenui Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
Nice to have you join us again on Independent Television News. Moving on, a High Court sitting in Yola, Adamawa State Capital, has sentenced two INEC staff for collecting the sum of 362 million naira as bribe. The two officials, Ibrahim Mohammed and Sahabo Iyahaman, were convicted today for collecting the said amount from a former Minister of Petroleum, Desiane Alison Madueke, during the 2015 general elections. The High Court, presided by Justice Nathan Musa, convicted the two officials and subsequently sentenced them to 21 years in prison on 3-count charge. While delivering judgment, Justice Musa said the evidence from the 15 witnesses presented by EFCC, including the suspects' testimonies, proved their involvement beyond reasonable doubt. Justice Musa noted that out of 362 million naira they collected, only 5% of the amount was shared among the INEC staff, and they could not account for the balance, as they claimed that hoodlums attacked one of them and carted away part of the money. This, however, they could not be sustained. Following plea by their counsel for leniency, Justice Musa said the best they could do for them was that the 7 years each for the 3 counts they were convicted would run concurrently. The judge urged the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, to liaise with the Interpol to arrest and present the third respondent, Desiane Alison Madueke, to face her charges.
And back home now, the federal government has been advised not to deter in its fight against corruption without fear or favor. Guest on the Current Affairs program, 60 Minutes Nigeria, gave the advice today while commenting on the recent conviction of a former governor of Abia State and current chief whip of Senate, Oji Kalu. Let's join Ameze Obai Siagbon for details.
The guests said they commend the federal government for sustaining the fight against corruption, despite allegation that the federal government appears to be selective in its fight against corruption. The guests said that to eradicate corruption in the country, all citizens have a role to play, especially law enforcement agencies. They also called on politicians to have integrity and carry out their activities legally.
The fight against corruption is a quintessential fight. Okay. It is a very, very necessary one if we are to make progress.
In this country?
Yes. Okay. Anywhere in the world. You see what I'm saying? Japan is what it is today, the same reason. Singapore a small strip of island, you know, and it's a first world country today. It was a third one like us.
My advice is, let's be enlightened. Okay. All institutions, okay. The DSS, the court, even you as a citizen, you should know the right.
The true commentator and objective mind will not consider, at least agree, that it's not multidimensional. It knows no religion, it knows no tribe, it knows no political party or any form of affiliations.
The rule of law, let's start to respect the rule of law. Dasuki is still in detention. After the court ruled that he be bailed.
60 Minutes Nigeria is a current affairs program aired Thursday weekly from 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Ameze Obaisiagbon reporting.
The leadership of Okokugbo community has requested owners of landed property to submit documents of the purchase of lands for verification. A statement jointly signed by the Odionwe of Okokugbo community by Isaac Oviabo and Secretary Eddie Gariba advised owners of landed property to visit the Ogwedion, also known as the Elders' Chamber, venue of the verification exercise. According to the statement, the exercise will hold on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 in the morning till 4 in the evening. The statement explains that the verification exercise will last for 14 days and urge owners of landed property to cooperate with the community in charge.
The Senate has waded into the controversy surrounding the invasion of the Federal High Court in Abuja. This comes 1 week after personnel of the Department of Security Service in at least 3 pickup trucks stormed the court last Friday in a bid to rearrest convener of the Revolution Now protests, Omoyele Sowore, 24 hours after he was released. During today's plenary, Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele from Ekiti State called the attention of the Senate to the matter. The lawmaker relied on Section 43 of the Senate Standing Orders, pointing out that the incident has raised a lot of concerns in different quarters across the country. Senator Bamidele said, as elected representatives of the people in whom Nigerians, including the judiciary, must find their voice, the Senate should mandate its Committee on National Security and Intelligence to interface with the security agencies to investigate what happened and report back to the Senate. In his ruling, the Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, mandated the Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters instead to investigate the incident. The committee, which is chaired by Senator Bayemi, is expected to submit its report by Thursday next week.
You're watching Independent Television News. The news continues after this break.
Breakfast your day, every day.
Nestle, good food, good life.
Mekuna consio wadoge. Mama Osas don't buy generator. Which Mama Osas? Where she get money for generator? Mekuna consi with una eyes now. Mama Osas, where you get generator? Who dash you?
You fit call am dash o. Na Uyi Technical Christmas Bonanza with the small money where I get. Na him give me this big generator for small bonanza price.
Now it be say everybody go get generator for this Christmas.
Oh yes, oh, Uji Technical Christmas Generator Bonanza. It don't shell. Generator for everybody, oh, for small bonanza price. For Uji Technical, all kind quality generator boku. From small generator, go reach big Perkins generator with original spare parts. Uji Technical, na dear 100% copper generators a day. No be aluminium, no, even grinding machine and pepper mill. Okay, Kofiara, come carry your own Awoof Christmas Bonanza generator from the generator headquarters, 79, 81, 83 Mission Road for Benin City. This bonanza go end for January 10, 2020.
Time we love and man for the people. Pastor Saige, Isaiah, accessible Saige, Isaiah, experience to Saige, Isaiah.
The
This homecoming for the #1 tactician, a political mastermind of Edo State, a man with uncommon passion for good governance, an intellectually sagacious politician with great ambition of service to the people at the grassroots. Come, join the man with tremendous goodwill across party lines in Edo State and beyond, Pastor Usagi Izeyamu, as he and his associates and supporters return to the All Progressives Congress, APC. Date, Friday 13th December 2019. Venue, Playground of Garrick Memorial School, Ekenwan Road, Benin City. Time, 10 a.m. Be part of the APC, because with POI, the future is now. APC, next level. Signed, Local Planning Committee.
Babe, how did you hear about this? Hey, my girl, trust me now. 2,500 naira to Lagos. How can that one pass me by?
2,500 naira to Eko Lagos. No one can miss this, so you do well, my friend. Proco madam.
Otio, make una keep my seat, oh. Bring my bag.
What? Even you, sir.
What? 2,500 naira award bonanza to Lagos? Who will miss such offer?
Enjoy special discount rate of 2,500 naira from Benin to Lagos and 2,000 naira to Port Harcourt with bonanza discount also to Warri and other routes. Muyiline takes you from Benin to Port Harcourt, Bayelsa, all the Niger Delta and Eastern routes. Lagos, Ajah, Maitui, Yanopaja, Ekpoma, Auchi, Abuja. Charter services also available. Muyiline head office, 169 Uselu Lagos Road, opposite Technical Junction, Benin City. Bonanza ends 20th of December 2019.
Muyiline, friend of Nigeria students.
Now let's return to our earlier story. Ahead of his ambition to aspire for higher political office in Edo State, the member representing Oedo Federal Constituency, Dr. Omoyegi Ogbede Ihama, has commenced a familiarization visit to the 18 local government areas of the state. Best in Bere reports that the federal lawmaker and his team visited Owan East local government area.
Not only has he distinguished himself as a cultural ambassador, as a man that is well cultured, and a man who is cultured in the art of representation and in delivering dividends of democracy, I present to you Right Honorable Engineer Omoyegi Ogbede Ihama.
A former chairman of Esako Central Local Government and also a former member of Edo State House of Assembly, Barrister Pascal Ugbome, informed the people of the exploits of Dr. Omoyegi Ogbede Ihama, a man in whose honor the meeting of PDP leaders in the locality was organized. Addressing the gathering, who include leaders from the 11 wards of Owan East Local Government Area, Local Government Executive, Elders Forum, women and youth leaders at the country home of Senator Issa Brahimo Iyeve, the member representing Oedo Federal Constituency, Dr. Omoyegi Ogbede Ihama, said it is a tradition that when one is aspiring for any position, it is only normal to reach out to those who are in the position to offer assistance. The federal lawmaker also seized the opportunity to chronicle the achievements he has recorded as a member representing Oedo Federal Constituency.
We brought this result to Oedo people. When they saw the result and they know that all of these things, they see it happen, they all stood firm. I am appealing, let us come together as one family. Don't worry that some people left the party.
Commending Dr. Moegi Ogbedehama for his bold step, Senator Yisa Brahima described the Owedo Federal Constituency representative as one who has a burning desire to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people, while others spoke passionately about Dr. Moegi Ogbedehama's sterling leadership virtues.
My love and support for you grew manifold. You far exceeded all I tried to do in the National Assembly when I was there. But when I checked out his records, mine was like a child's play.
The mouth that speaketh truth is known. You have spoken well for yourself. We will be with you at all stages as we progress along.
With the youth of the unwise, yes, we are strongly behind you.
The tour of local government by Dr. Moegi Ogbedehama continues. Best Mbire reporting.
The National Union of Electricity Employees has suspended its nationwide strike. General Secretary of the Union, Joe Ajero, said the action was called off following a tripartite meeting between the leaders of the union, Bureau of Public Enterprises, and the Minister of State for Labor, Festus Keyamo. A co-electricity distribution company, in a tweet said following the suspension of the strike by the National Union of Electricity Employees, they are back to business. They also thanked their customers for their patience while the strike lasted. Part of the demands of the electricity workers is the call for the settlement of unresolved workers' claims after the privatization of the power sector by the Bureau of Public Enterprises. Other unresolved issues are illegal transfer of union properties to power investors and the alleged refusal by some distribution companies to remit deducted contributory pension of their members of staff to pension managers.
Some Warri residents have expressed concern mixed reaction to recent closure of land border by the federal government. Warri correspondent Benga Ahmed has details.
Some Warri residents said, considering the economic value and gains, especially in increased exports, the federal government's decision is commendable. Other residents said, the timing is wrong, coupled with economic hardship Nigerians are facing now, especially as the Christmas festive is fast approaching. They added that prices of food items such as rice, chicken, fish, and other food items have skyrocketed. They call on the federal government to quickly reopen the border to ameliorate plights of citizens.
I like it. Why I said I like it because, our border has been so porous in the sense that a lot of things come into this country without checkmating them. For instance, when you look at this foreign rice, our local rice is far better if we are being given that kind of support. Maybe federal government gives farm support to boost the rice. Our local rice is far better than foreign rice.
Because the time when our father did the life, we they shop better, we they get better. But in now, but I thought when only the big men they go shop. That's support them. We want to be making the Nigeria better.
Not to support because we are suffering. A lot of people have come into this Nigeria, of which it has not been before. Now, even if you have 100 naira, you cannot buy you what will take care of your household.
The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, in a statement, appealed to Nigerians to be patient as the border closure was a temporary measure to protect the economy of the country. From Warri, Benga Ahmed reporting.
We'll bring you business news and other stories after this break. Stay tuned.
Hallelujah! It's happening live at Power Ground Chapel, Divine Confidence Assembly Incorporated.
It is the 2019 Festival of 9 Lessons in Carols, put together by Independence Television and Radio in partnership with Power Ground Chapel.
It shall be glorious as ITV Purple Mosque will be playing live.
ITV rating validating Father Christmas, aka Father Blessing, will equal the blessings to the occasion.
Ministry, Archbishop Dr. Benson Osagare, Pride of the Nation, General Overseer, Power Ground Chapel, Divine Confidence Assembly Incorporated, and host 2019 Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols.
Chairman of the occasion, Barrister Ken Imaswagbon, aka Riceman, former governorship aspirant.
Father of the Day, Honorable Dr. Newman Ogome Ugiagbe, CEO, The Marriott Hotel Limited, and Special Advisor to Edo State Governor on Community Development.
Date, Sunday 15th December 2019. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Venue, Power Grand Chapel, Divine Confidence Assembly Incorporated, on 30 West Street, between 2nd and 3rd East Circular Road, Benin City.
Come on!
Yes, it's the resource season.
It's a season for the world today.
And now to some entertainment news. Ex-member of the P-Square group, Peter Okoye, receives criticism for saying his life is better off since becoming a solo artist. Let's not join our entertainment guide, Sidney Shekhar, who has details.
One half of the defunct all-Nigerian boy group P-Square, Peter Okoye, got more than what he bargained for earlier in the day as he tweeted a rather self-glorifying tweet having to do with his success as a solo artist. The tweet read, "By the way, did you all notice that since I went solo and became Mr. P, I started aging backwards? It is called peace of mind and drinking more water and minding my business. Can you beat that? More of it, Biko." And immediately got a clap back from a certain fan by name IG Phillips Noni, who said, "To be frank, bro, you are not minding your business. You are obviously competing with your brother. You need to go back to him. Learn how to make quality good music. Not all these yeah stuffs you have been releasing since you guys separated." Tagging Mr. P. This established the fact he was actually dissing his younger brother, Paul Okoye, now known as Rude Boy, who the both began the group together in the late 90s, called P-Square. In 2017, the group comprising of himself and Paul Okoye ceased to exist as both parties went their separate ways after several fights as regards restructuring the group and more. Sidney Shocker reporting.
New Zealand police have said they plan to recover bodies from White Island, where a volcanic eruption killed at least 8 people on Friday morning. Police said the rescue mission will go ahead despite the risk of another eruption. At the Suwai, Renoka has details of these and other happenings on the foreign scene.
Following the eruption on Monday, all are presumed dead. Police said they were planning a high-speed recovery of the bodies.
My other concerns are about the weather, the direction of the wind, the sea state, because they all bring risk, they all add complexity, each and of themselves, without worrying about the combination. So let there be no mistake.
8 others have already been confirmed dead and 20 are in intensive care after suffering severe burns when the volcano erupted as tourists were visiting. GeoNet, New Zealand's geological hazard information site, said today that there was a 50 to 60% chance of another eruption within the next 24 hours. In another development, European Union leaders gathered in Brussels today amid a push to commit to making the 28-member bloc climate neutral by 2050. The new president of the European Council, Charles Michel, said ahead of the summit that he wanted EU leaders to agree on a commitment to the bloc becoming climate neutral by 2050. And finally, Israel will hold its 3rd general election in less than a year after a deadline was missed for any lawmaker to form a majority coalition. Members of parliament are now expected to set the election date for 2nd March. Ahead of the midnight deadline, they gave initial approval to a bill to dissolve the parliament. Both Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his main rival, Benny Gantz, failed in their own attempt following September's inconclusive election. The two leaders also could not agree on a power-sharing arrangement. Adesuwa Irinohai reporting.
And that's the end of tonight's edition of the main news on independent television. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'm Adesawa Osaoage.
And we are Mofwebe. Good night.
Good night.